Previously, a nightmare project.
I decided to check out the long-time abandoned power plant down the street. There's something inside of me that is drawn toward dark places such as this. I made short work of getting over the rusty chain link fence that kept me from getting onto the property. Walking around the boiler to get to it, what I had seen was a red door. Located in the basement level of this abandoned building sat an immaculately clean room. What the hell is this place, I thought. Several marked jars were being kept cool inside this refrigerator. The message was from an unknown caller.
I believe she will make a good candidate.
And now, tonight's episode.
After my last adventure, my mind was blown. In a good way. The kind of way that opened it up to tons of ideas. More than I was aware of, swimming in the oceans of neurons within my head. I can feel them. They scream dangerous undertaking of places awaiting my presence. And although I know there may be disappointment and even tears, I'm going to dive in. I put on my yellow raincoat, flicked my lighter to a flame, and took a step. The entrance to the sewer system was large enough to walk right into, although the darkness from deep within was not inviting. Please don't let there be spiders in here, I said to myself. I just don't believe that I'm strong enough to deal with those little black hairy demons that have haunted me since I was a kid. Get your act together, I demanded. With each step forward, the light from the entrance slowly vanished until I found myself in near complete darkness, with the only light coming from the small flame that my lighter provided. Taking small steps forward with this creepy addiction I have to exploring these type of places, I can feel things, almost screaming away from the step beneath the soles of my shoes. It feels like I'm stepping across jello, when in reality, I know it's families of insects with gelatinous bodies squishing out from beneath my feet. Ugh! This is the grossest thing that I've ever encountered. I ran away and into more darkness, not being able to see more than 3 feet in front of me. I stopped to calm my nerves and remember why I was here and what I was looking for. What led me here was the research that I had done on the PAX power plant, sold to the government just 3 years after it closed in 1955. This isn't the only property they own. Records show they also bought the old abandoned and dilapidated Banwell Mental Hospital. And equally disturbing, the inactive and closed wastewater plant where this sewer will lead me. I found the confidence to continue. I came to a rusted metal ladder that went up to a mysterious place above me hidden in the darkness. I put my lighter away and turned on my flashlight. I pointed it up and started climbing. The sounds of dripping water echoed through the tunnels. The rungs of the ladder were slippery and covered in slime. I had to be sure that I had a tight grip before reaching up to the next level. And like that, I found myself dangling from the ladder, only still holding on by my foot that was trapped and hung up in the rung. I screamed for help, knowing fully well my call wouldn't be heard. I tried again and again to grab the ladder and pull myself up, to no avail. My body was hanging like a rag doll when my eyes focused in on the 8-legged arachnid that was falling from a web, now attached to my face. My body froze, stiff as a board. I'm trying not to panic. If it goes into my mouth, I won't be able to contain my fear. I hung upside down as I felt its feet tickle my skin as it walked across my face. It touched my mouth. Fearfully and quickly, without hesitation, my hand swiftly knocked it off my face, all in one motion. I reached up with more strength than previously and grabbed the rung above and pulled myself up. Tearfully and shaken, I reached the top. I tried to push the hatch open. It's stuck, but not locked. It feels like something is resting on it from above. I'll have to find another way. so I climbed down to continue back through the main insect-infested corridor. As I continued with more confident steps forward, not focusing on what's beneath my feet and the disgusting spiders on the walls, rats were all around me. I paid no attention. I was thinking about my research. Both Benson Pax and Samuel Benwell both disappeared on the same day in 1955, abruptly ceasing operations of the Pax power plant and the Benwell Mental Hospital under their name. Shortly afterward, they had been taken over by the government and closed forever. The corridor kept getting smaller, and at times I had to crawl. I was getting close to something blocking my path, and my flashlight was running out of power. It's not providing enough light to tell what it is. It's then I catch a whiff of a stench that is so strong it's making me sick to my stomach. I fight it and venture closer, wondering if I can get past it. I'm as close as I can get without puking. Shining the low-powered flashlight directly on the dark mass, I still can't make out what it is. The light hits the body or creature on the right angle, making it more visible. And with straining eyes, I said to myself, "Is that blood? It looks like blood." The vile, foul-smelling stench overtook me and I vomited. It wasn't blood, but rather some sort of black reddish goop. It covered the large black beast. Maybe it was a dog. The size of the animal told me otherwise, but it's the only thing that I could think of. Slowly I moved the light to illuminate my surroundings. To my surprise, the black reddish goop is everywhere. Like stalactites hanging in a cave, this horrid stuff is everywhere. It was clear I couldn't get past it, as it seems that it has devoured every creature that has tried. Walking backward away from the black gunk, I turned to run, only to have the slime latch onto my ankle, pulling me toward the dead beast. I screamed as I was being pulled into certain death, clawing through the water and slime, trying to stop the momentum. It was no use. I couldn't get a grip on anything. I sat up, still being pulled forward against my will, striking the black goop with my flashlight, before it grabbed my hand too. With my only free hand, I reached into my pocket for the one thing that I had left to fight with, my lighter. Crying in despair, the flame emerged, startling the creature into releasing the tight grip it had on me. I ran with relenting fear for my life back to the entrance of the sewer. I stood outside the entrance, terrified, bewildered, and beside myself, wondering what the hell that was. My clothes were covered in a reddish-black goop mixed with animal fur. I made my way home, defeated in my mind that I didn't find the lab that I was sure existed on the premises. I ventured back to the Pax power plant to look for the room that the police told me didn't exist. I found the red door. This time it was locked from the inside. I received a text at that moment that I shook the door. It read, "I knew that you would be back. Your curiosity would get the best of you." "Who is this?" I texted back. "You can call me 901X. I work for a government program called Nightmare Project." I replied, "I want in."